Okay. Hello, my name is GC Denwiddie. I am a book blogger and entrepreneur, and today I will be reviewing The Lean Startup by Erie Ries. And I absolutely love this book because it really made me think about what it means to be an entrepreneur and to have your own business. And for the sake of time, and also to help me just wrap my mind around this book and to distill my thoughts, I'm going to just highlight three key takeaways I took away from this book. Point number one, or point one, I really like his definition of what an entrepreneur is. Oftentimes, when we think of entrepreneurs, we think of people who actually start the business, but Reese conceptualizes an entrepreneur as someone who is not just the actual person who owns the business, but anyone who brings new ideas and helps the business thrive in some sort or fashion. And it's like the whole startup ecosystem, regardless of company size, sector, or stage of development. So basically, you're an entrepreneur even if you're a manager that brings a new idea about how to make the business run more efficiently. I thought that was really interesting. I also like his definition of what a startup is. And he's saying, it's not just related to business. These concepts could be applied to a startup or a government agency or a school or a hospital. He really likes these ideas that can help any human institution run better, more smoothly, and more innovatively. And so basically his definition of a startup is a human institution designed to create a new product or service under conditions of extreme uncertainty. And it's that uncertainty part that the principles he outlines in the book will help people overcome. Now, the definitions kind of set the stage for what this lean startup process is. But then point number two is basically you need to start whatever your idea as soon as possible and make constant changes. A lot of books I read before this would say, okay, you want to refine your idea, you want to come up with a business plan, and then you want to do all your research, and then you want to launch your business. With him, he's like, that's out the window. He wants you to start as soon as possible, and when you start getting data in and testing your assumptions about your business, you'll be able to make those assumptions into facts, and you're able to see what works and what doesn't work. I really thought that was interesting, and I definitely agree with that. Start as soon as possible. You learn as you go, and you make those changes to make your business thrive. And the last key takeaway I took from this book was the build and measure learn principle. Basically, the build is starting as soon as possible. Measure is, of course, setting up tests to test your ideas about your business to see if it works. And then when you learn from those tests, you can either keep going the same way you're going or to make a pivot. And he gives certain types of pivots in the book as well. Another bonus one, I could go on and on, but I also like this idea of a Kanban chart, Kanban. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but basically it kind of helps you keep track of what you're doing in your business, and it allows you to stay focused enough where you're testing your ideas, but you're not being stagnant. And that's actually on page 139. And I'll put all of that in the show notes. But I really think this is a book worth reading. And this is my first time reading it, but I'm definitely going to go back and kind of absorb some more of what he was saying because I think it's worthwhile. And, with things constantly changing, I think these principles are really helpful for anybody, whether you're in business or not. I can see some of these strategies applied to different industries and it will still work. Also, at the end, he lists some resources you can go to where you can form communities or meet other people who are also interested in the lean startup method. And of course, that's going to be on leanstartupcircle.com. And, thanks for watching. The information about this book is in the box below. And you know, I'll see you in the next video. But I definitely think this is worth a read. Again, thanks for watching. The show notes will be in the box below. I think this is worth a read. You know, even if you don't want to buy it initially, you can check it out from the library, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be on hold or await. But I highly recommend reading it. Even if you don't agree with it, it really shakes up some things about what you've thought about business. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.